Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The Alabama Crimson Tide faces the Ohio State Buckeyes in the 4th annual Kickoff Classic football game. An exclusive presentation of Raycom Sports. It's a warm, muggy night in New Jersey. We had rain forecast throughout the day, but we have no rain, and that's good news for these two powerful football teams tonight. We're ready to play football in the Meadowlands in New Jersey, and if you will note, the ball is on the 35-yard line. That's the most significant rule changes here in college football. We'll explore that a little later. Ohio State won the toss, elected to receive. Van Tiffen is kicking off for the Crimson Tide. Workman and Holland are back deep, and it goes to Jamie Holland, the senior from Wake Forest, North Carolina, who's tripped up at the 15 and falls out to about the 18-yard line.
Jim Carsadas is the quarterback that's got to play within his ability. Woolridge is the tailback, outstanding. He will share it with Vince Workman, and then George Cooper is his fullback. And then their receivers, Chris Carter is the man that will be testing everybody deep. And then Holland and Taggart. And the key, Bob Maggs, if he can control Kurt Jargis in the middle of that Alabama defensive front, is the key in the offensive line.
Jim Carsados, the senior from Fullerton, California, at quarterback for Ohio State, broke many records last year for the Bucks, and he is going to go upstairs on first down, and does. And he has a man open. He clears it out to Vince Workman.
Defensive line, Smith and Slaughter are the young guys. Jarvis, he's the veteran. He's got to do the job. The linebackers are great players. Derek Thomas in place of Bennett. Davis is the leader. Freddie Robinson, the cover guy. Ricky Thomas, the leader in the defensive secondary. On
second down and short, second down 2 for the Buckeyes, just across their own 25-yard line. Carsados has Cooper and Woolridge in the backfield of the eye. Woolridge trying to slide and slip to a first down. He's 1st and 10 for the Buckeyes, their own 29. Carsados to throw. It's picked off of the 40-yard line by Ricky Thomas. Ricky Thomas of Alabama, the senior out of Elgin Air Force Base, Florida. Alabama on the offense, first time tonight, 40-yard line, Ohio State. Mike Shula goes off to his tailback, Bobby Humphrey, and he is really belted. Doug Allen is now in as the fullback. Slot to the right. The inside handoff goes to Doug Allen, and Allen is inside the Ohio State 35.
The Alabama offense, Mike Shula, the quarterback, very outstanding player. Gene Jelks and Doug Allen. Then the receivers, Albert Bell, number 1, is the deep threat. Every bit of the player is Chris Carter. And then there's the offensive line. Question marks on the outside, the tackles. They've got to play exceptionally well, handling the perimeter people of Ohio State.
Shula starts to look upstairs for the first time. Swings it out and hits Doug Allen coming out of his backfield.
Defense for the Buckeyes. Lee is the guy with the potential. These guys have to get a pass rush on Alabama. The linebackers are Supero. Kumaro is a great player. Spielman will be an All-American. That's a great unit. And the defensive secondary, William Weiss, big play man. Rogan on the short side of the field. Watch him on the run.
1st and 10 for the Tide inside the Ohio State 30. First quarter at the Meadowlands. We have just started. And the pitch goes to Allen, the fullback. It's Bell in motion. On the draw, the ball goes to Allen, the fullback. Allen breaks up the middle, gets a nice hole. 3rd down 4 for Alabama. Mike Shula calls it and gets that pass away, and it is completed to Doug Allen again. A 38-yard field goal and a 4th down and 1 will be the attempt by Van Tiffen out of Red Bay, Alabama. One of the all-time great kickers, and from the hash mark right side, he bangs it downfield and through the uprights. So Van Tiffen, who is just absolutely a sensational kicker, puts Alabama on the scoreboard with a 38-yard field goal here in the first period. And we'll be back after this message from Mazda. Van Tiffen ready to kick off. He just put the Tide ahead 3-0 on a 38-yard field goal with 11:21 to go in the first quarter. Vince Workman and Holland, Jamie Holland, Holland at the 10 for Ohio State. Here he comes. Jamie Holland out of bounds on the 46-yard line. For Ohio State, George Cooper, the fullback, the handoff goes to Woolridge, the tailback, and he has stopped just about at the line of scrimmage in his Buckeye career. Play action and fake to the fullback. The pitch coming back to Workman, and Workman breaks for a big gain and a first down.
On the option play of all things.
Play action this time. Carsados to throw, and he completes it to Taggart, his tight end, and Big Ed. Kickoff classic. in motion. Ohio State. And we have tonight's officials in the Meadowlands for the New York Giants. Carsados looks to the right, throws to the left, and completes it to Nate Harris. Harris is split to the right side for the Buckeyes on second down. Carsados pitching to his tailback, Workman, and is the wide out to the right for the Buckeyes. Carsados in the pocket, lots of time, and Taggart can't hold on. And the penalty is from the 34, making it a 44-yard shot. The snap is fumbled. Alabama reacts and will take over the ball at its own 34-yard line. And Kirk Jarvis. Alabama has the ball at its own 34-yard line. 1st and 10. Good is now the fullback. Gene Jux is the tailback, and he gets out to the 40, fumbles the football. Who's got it? And
out his hat before the day's over.
Oh, has he got a headache? It is second down and short. And Alabama picks up the first down with Gene Jux. Good and Jux are the split back, slot to the left, and now Jux goes in motion. Flags go down. The weather cleared out.
Excuse me, bro. The Alabama team, they were a little nervous about the young guys in the offense.
Keep talking to him all through the ball game. He gets his stripes pretty quick.
And the pitch to the right side, that's Kerry Good. Means it's second down, 14 for Bama. Bell and Richardson are to the left side in the slot. Shula looks this way, and he swings it to the near side to Bell. It is incomplete. Or he has joined some great quarterbacks in that Alabama roster. The rush is on. He swings it out incomplete, a little bit underthrown.
For coming.
Chris Moore back to punt, and Everett Ross, number 5, is back for the reception. A beautiful booming punt by Chris Moore. Taken by Ross, and he gets maybe about 2 yards. It's at 51 yards offense. Alabama 39. Carsados at quarterback. Gives off to his fullback, 246-pound George Cooper. It's on second down and 7. Ohio State goes to the run, and John Wooldridge. Bama leading by a score of 3-0. Third down, Buckeye. Play action. Carsados to throw up the middle, and it is complete the 40-yard line for a first down as Nate Harris. It's a first down for the Buckeyes at their own 40-yard line. Carsados on the draw, giving it up to Wooldridge, and Wooldridge comes up the middle. Second down, 6 for the Buckeyes at their own 45-yard line. Bama showing blitz, here they come. And comes Cooper. First down, Buckeyes, 49-yard line of Alabama. Wooldridge tripped up and brought down. Side for the Buckeyes. Play action. Carsados gets it off to Ross. Ross fumbles the football and right into the hands of Chris Carter, however. And Carter is finally yanked out of bounds near the 30-yard line of Alabama. And that was on the fumble recovery, and he advanced 9 yards as he got that fumble in the air. Carsados comes to the near side. Incomplete.
Tough to hide that guy. Yeah.
Second and 10. Ohio State with a split backs and breaking through and almost losing his jersey is John Wooldridge. Big play for the Buckeyes, third down. Play action. Carsados rush, throws, overthrow. Something went wrong there. A 42-yard effort. And O'Morrow has it high enough, but it is short and off to the right. So Alabama holds. Alabama in possession. In the late stages of the first quarter, the pitch back comes to Bobby Humphrey. 54 seconds to go now. Shula on a draw. And Shula back to Bobby Humphrey. Big hole up the middle, and Humphrey breaks one tackle and almost broke the big one. First and 10, 47-yard line. Up the middle comes the Crimson Tide. And the Alabama Crimson Tide on a 38-yard field goal by Van Tippen lead 3-0. We'll be back after this for Mazda Cars and Trucks. Ohio State 104 yards total offense. Alabama 58, but Alabama has the lead. And Shula goes to the draw. Doug Allen inside the 45 of Ohio State. 10 yards, justed up for the first down. As Mike Shula brings the Tide to the line of scrimmage. Flips back to Humphrey. Humphrey trying to get to the outside is spun out of bounds. Carried 5 times, 32 yards for the Tide. And again, they go to the run, and it's Doug Allen. Bell is split off on the right side. The pitch coming to the tailback, and that's Bobby Humphrey, and he is stopped at about the 30. The other guys gave it to him. The designated Barber, new running backs, Jux and Good. And Shula pitching forward to Good. The ball is marked where it will be third down 6. Shula 4 out of 6, 15 yards so far. Bell in motion. Shula looks. Under a rush, incomplete. Bell was in the area. 45-yard effort. It is good. Officially a 44-yard field goal. And Alabama takes a 6-0 lead. And we'll be back after this message from Beach Nut Chewing Tobacco. From the 35-yard line, remember the kickoff this year in college football. So we're going to have a lot more run back. That's Holland on the 10. Holland gets to the 28.
Defensive has had an effect.
Carsano's play action, throws back over the middle, and Taggart the tight end incomplete.
Quarterbacks are throwing now 53%. Quarterbacks are completing 53% of the passes now in college football.
The Buckeyes go to the draw. That's John Woolridge trying to get to the outside. 3rd down 3 for the Buckeyes. Over the ball, Bob Maggs, the All-America center. And Carsano's throwing, caught by Taggart. Now it's going to be important where they mark the ball for Tom Tupa's kick. Tom is from Brecksville, Ohio, and he bangs it high into the air. Richardson on his own 18. And Richardson on the tied 34-yard line. Mike Shula hands off to Kerry Good, his fullback, and Good
Not gotten it in the end zone.
Good and jumps to the running backs. Flags go down. And a procedure call against Alabama. Shula on the option, keeps it, and gets nailed at the 38 for the tie. Back over the middle, and a fine catch for a first down by tight end Howard Cross.
You're right, Steve, because I was watching him. He did hold the backers on that play.
And Shula this time pitches to Jelks coming out, and Jelks runs into a lot of trouble. If that wasn't a busted play, it should. 2nd down, 13 for Alabama. Tide leading 6-0, second quarter. Shula fires away. It's going to be picked off. The receiver wasn't there, but Sonny Gordon was, and Gordon on the return for the Buckeyes takes the ball down to the 45-yard line of Alabama. Bill Condon went over there to make the tackle. With 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the first half, the Buckeyes trail 6-0. Have the ball to the Bama 45. Carsano throws it, and it's completed. As he was being tackled, he completed the pass to Chris Carter. Now with 8 minutes to go in the first half, Ohio State is on the move, and Harris comes in motion to the left side. Carsano's on the draw. Gives off to Woolridge, and the defense reacts quickly.
Territory before, so watch out for the blitz.
And an inside handoff goes to Holland, and Holland is on the way. Touchdown! Squad, he does a 4.340. Pat O'Morrow. Bad snap to the ball was put down well by Carter, and the kick is good. And Ohio State takes the lead, 7-6. Director Lonnie Dale, our producer, Don McGuire. This time it's going to be fielded up short and taken at the 19 by Bobby Humphrey. And Humphrey is going to get a good return out of this.
In college football, there's going to be a lot of great field position.
There are the total offensive numbers. Alabama had led 6-0, now trailing 7-6. Humphrey breaks the tackle and keeps right on moving to the 48.
Get more exciting. May not be great for coaches, but it's fun to watch.
Bob Humphrey in motion. The handoff goes to Doug Allen, and Allen is going to be short of the first down by at least a yard. Big defensive play coming up for the Buckeyes. Let's watch him. Bell in motion. They get an offside call. A procedure call against Alabama, drawing a Buckeye offside. Becomes 3rd down 7 at the 45-yard line of Alabama. Bell goes in motion back to the left. Shula in the pocket, throws incomplete. Bell was punting at the 50. Chris Moore, who averaged 45 yards a punt last year and 42 yards on his first kick tonight, gets this one high into the air, and it goes out of bounds, and let's see where they mark it. Alabama's going to come out of this thing in pretty good shape. So Alabama with 5 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first half. Ohio State scoring on a 26-yard touchdown run to grab the lead. Woolridge, and Woolridge coming to the outside as Chris Carter split to the right side. And it's Workman on the call coming to the short side of the field. And he picks up a first down. A national title. Carsados on the draw. Woolridge has carried 10 times for 30 yards for the Buckeyes. Play action, and Carsados gets hit as he throws that ball. The arm had gone forward. It'll be incomplete. Derek Thomas, third down and 8. 3:20 to go in the first half. Ohio State leading Alabama 7-6. Carsados gets into that pocket, has time to throw, and does, and it is almost intercepted. And net punting as a freshman. 44-1. Richardson is back deep for Alabama, calling for the fair catch and fields the ball on his own 13-yard line. Last year, BYU 28, Boston College 14. Right now it's 7-6. Ohio State as Alabama's having trouble running the. Now as Mike Shula calls the play for the Tide. On the draw. Fumble, and Alabama recovers.
That knocked the ball out. It was his own offensive lineman.
Third down 10 for Mike Shula. They go to the run, and it's going to be short of a first down. 32 yards, and Moore drives it downfield. Pretty good punt. Ohio State. It is Everett Ross at the 39, and Ross is brought down as a flag in the play at the 45-yard line. Right on, Kevin, and a face mask call against Alabama. First and 10 midfield. Buckeyes lead 7-6. It up, throws down the middle of the ball, is tipped around and finally intercepted by Alabama's Vantrese Davis, a linebacker.
Great reactions, and you see why.
55 seconds to go as Alabama goes to the run. Allen again. Allen a first down. First down. Shula under a rush. Linebackers try to get to him, and down he goes. And the time has run out of the first half, has come to an end here in the Kickoff Classic in the Meadowlands. And so the Ohio State Buckeyes lead Alabama by a score of 7-6 as the first half comes to an end. And Pat O'Mara bangs that ball down the field for the Tide. The up man, and that's the fullback Doug Allen. Second down 7 for Alabama. This time the tailback Bobby Humphrey, and Humphrey cuts back. Third down 3 after the last play. Bell and Whitehurst and Richardson, 3 wideouts are in the game for the Tide. They go to the halfback draw off the split, and Doug Allen. Aaron Whitlock will be the long snapper, and Chris Moore punts it away, and it gets a high spiral downfield. It'll be taken by Everett Ross at his own 25. Good coverage by Alabama.
And the quarterback sacks, trying to protect the quarterback more in 1986. Not in the grasp of the Crow rule.
Chris Carter and Jamie Holland are the wideouts on 2nd and 9 for Ohio State. Play action, and Carsados fires to his tight end, Ed Taggart, number 80. John Hutchison now in a tight end in place of Ed Taggart, who caught that pass. And here comes the run with Vince Workman.
It's interesting to note that, the staff doesn't stay around. They move on. He's a tough man to work for, but he's very demanding.
And straight ahead on the spinner goes George Cooper for a first down.
But sometimes he loses his patience because he wants the big play.
And we have flags down as I
back to him there. This is a procedure on Ohio State, the left.
First and 15. Carsados. There's Carter. And Chris is out of bounds on the 34-yard line. Carter, 2 catches, 35 yards. This time Harrison motion to the right. And a great play by number 94, Anthony Smith.
That's what happens when your tackles play well.
There's the book on Carsados. Officially a 4-yard loss on the play. And again, Carsados into the gun, but screens it to Cooper. And the big guy is inside the 35 and down to about the 31. Ohio State, 3rd down 7. They're 1 out of 5 on 3rd down calls tonight. Carsados gets hit, bounces off a would-be tackler Smith. And here is Cooper trying to get the first down. I don't believe he has it. Carsados and a sliding catch by Nate Harris. Bill Matlock in for 1 play at fullback. Cooper is back. He leads the block, but the tackle made behind the line of scrimmage on Vince Workman. Jarvis set up the tackle. Derek Thomas got it. 3rd down after the loss. 3rd down and 9. Carsados swings it out incomplete. Again, a rush, 37-yard effort. O'Morrow, the freshman. He's got plenty of distance, and he splits them. And Ohio State adds 3, and the Buckeyes now lead Alabama by a score of 10-6. And we have 7 minutes and 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter of the 4th annual Kickoff Classic.
They've got to get it going.
O'Morrow, who kicked the field goal, whacks this one downfield from his own 35. It'll be taken by Kerry Good. Fumble. Ohio State recovers.
No, it looked like it was going out of bounds, but it seemed like they got it before it did.
Anderzak gets credit for the recovery, and Taggart gets credit for the reception.
Yeah, but the Alabama player was in control last. No, I didn't
Somebody may have recovered it before it got over the end line. We couldn't see it.
Carsados play action in the pocket, swings it out to the near side to Workman. His halfback, and Workman is out of bounds.
We're going to fight this one to death.
First down, Carsados, a handoff to George Cooper, the fullback.
Chip.
Second down. Workman inside the 15 to the Ohio State on 3rd and inches, bringing 2 tight ends, John Hutchison and Ed Taggart. They go to the run. There's the first down at the 10-yard line by Vince Workman.
Bama's getting tired. They've been on the field a long time.
Here is Cooper going up the middle, and Cooper loses the football. Alabama recovers. Alabama at its own 12. Mike Shula gets it underway, rolling to the left and throwing, and he completes it. Mike Shula hits. Kerry Good is
inside the 15. Go with your offense.
Just the first down of the last carry, and now Gene Jelks turns it loose out to the 35-yard line. Jelks and Good are now the running back. And right up the middle of the 41-yard line, Buckeyes lead 10-6, 4 minutes, 5 seconds to go in the third quarter. The inside handoff to Kerry Good, and Good makes a first down. Alabama's moved from its own 12 to the 46. Shula gets nailed, and he throws an interception. It is picked up by Chris Spielman, the All-America linebacker, and it's Ohio State's ball to the 49-yard line of Alabama. To the 49-yard line of Alabama. Buckeyes lead 10-6. Here we go. Carsados on a pitch. And Workman, no place to go, and look at the little guy get whatever he can get. Mike was intercepted only 8 times last year. 2 interceptions tonight by Ohio State. Second down 8 at the 47. Carsados in the pocket, throws right over the middle of Workman. Workman a first down inside the 40 at the 37.
For some of the other speed backs coming across the middle.
Yeah, but they're getting hurt. They got to get underneath.
Not much on this. Vince Workman right up the middle. After a loss of about 1, it'll be 2nd and 11 for Jim Carsados and the Buckeyes. Workman, and that's...
They thought they would have trouble stopping them, but they thought they could keep Ohio State out of the end zone.
Carsados under a rush, may get hit, and he may have hit the arm forward as he's being pursued. Richardson is back as a single safety for Alabama. Tupa trying to go for the corner and boots it into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20 on the touchback. Here we go. Alabama's ball at the Bama 20. Shula goes to Humphrey. That never happened, thank goodness. Second down 8. Shula, Humphrey. Humphrey fumbles. Ohio State recovers.
30. All right, let's look up 30. 90, 30. That was Mike Key. Nice play.
Second down 4. Movement on the right side of the line. Utah at Columbus on the 27th, and then opened the Big Ten season. Carsados flags.
Do these penalties move them back? But they're giving the Alabama defense a rest, and this is critical. 2 in a row and about 4 or 5 for the game.
Carsados 2nd and 14 under a rush, gets it away and completes it to his running back Vince Workman, the tailback. And we have come to the end of the third quarter. So the Buckeyes will have the ball when we go into play in the 4th period here in the Kickoff Classic. Ohio State leading 10-6. The ball is on the 27-yard line of Alabama. Carsados in the pocket. He wants it all this time for Carter. It is incomplete. The 44-yard attempt for O'Morrow. He was short from the 42 and good from the 37. Let's see what he does on this one. Not State and Alabama in the 4th Annual Kickoff Classic. Alabama's ball. Shula on the pitch to Gene Jelks, and it's the best record of any Big Ten coach over the last 7 years. This is Jelks. Jelks to the 40. Jelks up to the 45. What a run by Gene Jelks on the sideline with an injury right now. Let's go back to the action, and a handoff going to Humphrey. 2nd and 9 for the Tide. Al Bell in motion. Shula, a little play action. And he's got a little area to run in. He's going for the first down, and he's got it, runs out of bounds at about the 40-yard line of Ohio State. Assistant coach for the Dolphins. Allen and Humphrey are the running backs. Bell, the motion man, and right up the middle. 12 minutes, 30 seconds left in the game, and an inside pitch, and this is going to Allen. First down and more. He's inside the 25. Alabama challenging that lead of Ohio State at 10-6. First down on the 22. Mike Shula on a drop, throws for it all, and incomplete. Albert Bell. Alabama splits the backs, and the handoff goes to Gene Jelks, and Jelks charges down to the 15-yard line. 9th play of the drive from the Bama 27. 3rd down and 4 for Alabama. Jelks. First down, Alabama. First and goal from the 8-yard line of the Buckeyes. Officially, the line of scrimmage will be the 7. It's between the 7 and 8-yard line. Jelks for 62 yards, and Doug Allen is stacked up. 2nd and goal. Inside the 5 at the 3, 3rd down and goal to go. Any of the 68,000 standing 3rd and goal. Let's watch. Albert Bell, touchdown. Extra point try. In a row now for Van Tippen. 73-yard touchdown drive, and we'll be back after this word from Mazda Cars and Trucks. Lead 13-10 with 9:33 left to play as Tippen kicks it long downfield. It's going to go to Jamie Holland. Has a challenge. 85 yards away from a lead. Workman, no place to go from the left side. And
you've got to cut back, do something, be more creative.
2nd down 10. Anthony Smith, who's had an outstanding game for the Crimson Tide, makes the last tackle. A fake draw. Carsados now is going to have to run the ball, gets back to the line of scrimmage. All right, Alabama, I'm not sure if they have 10 players or 11 on the field right now. Carsados throwing, completes a pass on the 20-yard line, but yards for Tupa. Richardson deep for Alabama. Tupa puts it high into the air, and Richardson falls down as he catches the ball at his own 40. Time, and there's the score, and Bama leads by 3, and Good and Jelks are the running backs for Mike Shula from his own 40. The inside handoff goes to Kerry Good, and Good
putting his man down on the ground.
This is Jelks across midfield to the 48. He's something. First down. Jelks really racked up this time.
Night getting close and not getting in, and that's the difference.
5 minutes, 42 seconds to go. And Shula looking on a roll, gets a great block. In fact, one of the officials got blocked out of the play, and Shula carries for a first down. It was either Neighbors or Hoss Johnson, number 6. Shula, 23 yards, 4 carries. Mike flips back to Jelks, and Jelks is hit after a yard gain. 2nd down 9 for Mike Shula and the Crimson Tide of Alabama as Jelks goes in motion to the right. And he, of course, established.
Past Joe Namath tonight with 130 yards. He'll pass Joe Namath, who wasn't bad.
The Tide leading 13-10, 4:14 to play. Swing pass to Bell, and Bell stays in bounds. He is indeed a big play man. Shula on 3rd down. Richardson, and he has the first down. Shula 10 out of 17, 68 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. This is Kerry Good, keeps breaking tackles, gets down to the 20-yard line. 2nd down, 5. the back of Bill Condon. Wide to the left side is Clay Whitehurst. Flag down. Very good. At the 5. First and goal at the play stand.
Out.
First and goal on the Ohio State 5. Jelks. Spun down by Chris Spielman. Jelks and Goo to the running backs. Second and goal, Alabama. Shula goes down at the 10 under a rush by Chris Spielman. And Spielman is now at 16 or 17 tackles. Here is Mike Shula on a third down and goal at the 10-yard line of Ohio State. We have 1:10 left to play. And Shula goes to the end zone for Jelks, who overthrows him. Van Tiffen will go for the field goal attempt. A 28-yarder. He's hit from 38 and 44 tonight. And this 28-yard effort is good. 16-10, Alabama. We have 1:02 left. And now let's see if Ohio State can pull this thing out with 1:02 remaining.
Well, this is the scenario, obviously, that you don't want to have if you're Ohio State.
Tippen sends it downfield, and he is going to send it all the way back to about the 1-yard line, where Vince Workman brings it back. Workman trying to get to the outside, being pursued with that Alabama speed. He needs to get out of bounds and does, and he stops the clock with 55 seconds.
Keep it in front of you if you're on defense. Get deep, keep it in front of you.
Carsados to throw, throws over the middle and completes it to Workman, and Workman is dumped to the 28. We have 47 seconds left, 33 seconds remaining. Second down, a little over 2. Carsados guns for the sideline, completes it to Carter, and Carter gets out of bounds with 24 seconds remaining. Ball was moved back just across midfield into Ohio State territory. Play action. Carsados under a rush, completes it to Workman. 20 out of 30, 193 yards. Carsados is in trouble and gets pulled down. 14 seconds remaining.
Inside the 20.
Carsados gonna air it out. 4 seconds left. That's up for grabs. It is knocked down. The flag of the play. No time left. On the pass interference call against Alabama, there's no time on the clock. Here we go. Carter comes back to make the catch. A flag on the play at the 11.
Same guy. Derek Thomas tackled him before he caught the ball.
So it's closer to the 18. Jim Carsados into the play. Let's watch. Carsados was going after him, and 2 free plays, but the second one just didn't work. We'll be back after these messages from your local station on the Raycom Sports Network.